Hello everyone, I welcome back you all to my YouTube channel and my name is Rajat and the topic for today is going to be the return statement which we use in the functions. And all of you know that functions is a reusable piece of a code which can be serve a multi-purpose, okay? So let's say if you write something, so you can basically implement that multiple time in your code or in different codes you can do that. Even the other people can use your function. So in function there is a return statement. The value of return statement is very propositional because it's very easy to understand at the time, very tricky also. So today's focus will be going to be the return statement. I'll show you some hands-on example without wasting your time. Let's move forward. So guys, as all of you can see, I just gave a brief theory, okay? The return statement in Python is used to send a result from function to the caller. Basically, caller can be in the inner body of the function, okay? So you'll understand it when I'll show you that. It's immediately exist the function, optionally passing back a value. And one more thing before I go forward, you will be able to download this whole Python sheet in my GitHub account. So just see the description box and you will be able to download this. Now, as I said, that return statement basically gives the return the value to the caller. Okay, so let's see an example. So I'm making a function here which is talking about the square of a number. So what I did, def keyword is to define the function. The name of the function is calculated square. Then I'm passing the parameter as a positional parameter. So you can see that is number. Now return, what it does, it used to send a result from function to the caller. Caller, who is the caller? On line number 8 I have given you this calling function, okay? So this is the caller. Now this return, what it will do, it will multiply number with number. So what does that mean? What is the square? So that's how the square functions, right, in mathematics. So you will be able to get number multiplied by the number, okay? Now if you see here, when I'm calling the function, so this is the function definition. These are the two function definition and function body. Now parameter is very important. All of you know that I have taken several sessions for the parameter specifically. Now if you see here, calling the function, how I am calling the function, I am making a new variable where I am assigning the value of this function. I am not directly calling it like how can I directly call it? If I write the name, if I write this, so this is basically calling the function, but I want to print the value. So I'm assigning this value to a new variable, and that is result. Now the value of result I am printing because I want to give a message also in terms of print. If you see in the print, I'm giving the square is and the result. So calculated square of this value, this 5 will be passed to number, and this will be 5 multiplied by 5. What is 5 5s are 25. So that is the square of 5, correct? Now let me run this piece of code and you guys will be able to see that. So I just run only this specific portion and you can see the output is 25. So that's a very easy logic. Now anybody can thought like what is the logic of square, okay? So a return statement and number multiply by the same number which you are going to pass as a parameter. So this is super easy, okay? Now see guys, this is called the logic. You should be able to build the logic, like how you will calculate the value. That is more important. You should be able to think through like how to calculate the square, how to calculate the circle area, or whatever it is on a programmer basic level, right? Obviously once you go forward, you implement like linear regression, logistic regression, that they have like different equations, okay? By the way, now let's move to the second example, which is a bit complex one. Now function to analyze a list of number and return multiply values. What does that mean? So you'll get it. Now this is the name of the function, analyze number, and I'm just passing one number here. That's it. Now I want to calculate some statistical values. What are the statistical value? The sum of the numbers. You can see the sum. Sum is a function. Then total, which will be the sum divided by total length. So that will give us the average. Very much understood. Then what is the maximum value? Will give the max function, then min function, and then in the return statement, if you notice, I am returning the value of all of these calculations which I have been doing. So all the mathematical or statistical, whatever you call it, okay, all the values are returned by the return statement to this analyzed number. Now this will be given to the function, and how I am calling it? Calling the number again in a which way? So you can see what is this. I'm just passing the parameter. Okay. I'm not calling the function here. This is basically assigning the value of parameter. Now this is one more way to pass the value. How we do that? You give the value, necessary value, let's say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Now what I'm doing, I'm calling the values also. Whatever the values I calculated, like total, average, max, min number, all those value, and then I'm calling my function and I'm passing the argument here. What does that mean? Like first 10 will pass, then 20 will pass. Will it work like that? No, it won't work like that. It will go in a loop. It will go in a combined manner. All of the value in the parameter will be passed in a one go to the function. So that's how it will be able to create the sum. Otherwise, do you think like the sum of 10 will be 10 only, then sum of 20 will be 20 only? But how the sum will calculated correctly? All the values should be passed at once. So that's how all these value will be calculated. This whole 5 value will go inside the numbers, and then this number will be in line number 12, and then subsequently line will be executed 15, 16, 17, 18 like that, and then 19 line number will return the value. Now what I'm doing, I'm just printing all of them with a message. Now let me run this piece of code and you guys can see the magic which return statement do that. So once we run it, so you can see the total is 150. How the total is 150? 50 plus 40, 90, then 10, 100, and then 50, 150. So the average is 30. How 30? You can divide 150 by what? Length of the number. What is the length of number? This will return you 5. So if you divide 150 by 5, so 30 will be coming as the average. One more thing you notice, the average function return you decimal points also, maybe decimal 0. Okay. Now what is the max value in this whole line? That is 50. So you can see the max value as 50. The minimum value is returned as a 10. So the one thing you need to remember is when you calculate the average, so average will come in a decimal point. Okay, it's pretty easy. Total divided by the length of the data structure, whether that is a list or tuple or whatever. So on that note, I hope you like this video. If you like this video and found this helpful for you, so please hit the like button and make sure to subscribe to my channel because that really motivates me. And please share your feedback in the comment section. If you don't understand something, so please do the comment. I'll make you 110% understand that particular thing. On that note, I'll take a leave for today. In the next video, I'm going to cover the lambda function, which is super important because lambda is something which you cannot skip in Python. It's a very tricky and interview question also. So on that note, thank you so much guys. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.